baby bus!
Let's go, Sheriff Labrador!
The Case of the Pharmacy Robbery, Part 2. A police car squealed to a halt in front of the pharmacy that had just been robbed, and Sheriff Labrador and Officer Doberman got out and rushed in. At the same time, Snowy the sheep, the cashier, had just come to and told the two cops about the robbery while sobbing.
The robbers all had their faces covered, so I didn't get a good look at them. I passed out in fear. When I woke up, they were gone.
Hey now, this case sounds quite tricky.
Snowy the sheep bowed her head, filled with remorse.
It's my fault for being too timid.
It's okay, Snowy. Please think back. Did you notice any other details that may help? Anything out of the ordinary? Any little thing might help.
Let me think.
The cashier looked down in thought under Sheriff Labrador's gentle, kind eyes.
Oh, I do remember something else. I think I overheard them talking while I was out of it. They didn't sound like any of the animals from Forestville. And when they left, I also heard a chugging noise. It sounded like, like a tractor. I don't know if that's useful.
Non-local accent, a tractor.
Sheriff Labrador's dark round eyes suddenly glistened.
Snowy, thank you for that useful information. Dobie, I think the robbers could be animals from out of town, but the fact that they fled so quickly after the robbery suggests that the getaway driver was familiar with the local traffic and is most likely a resident.
Hey now, that makes sense.
Let's call the police department for backup right away and ask them to check recent Forestville entry and exit records, as well as local drivers who own or have access to tractors. I'm sure we'll find something.
Hey now, roger that.
It wasn't long before they obtained information from the PD.
Hey now, Lab. Based on police traffic and motor vehicle records, there are 3 registered tractor drivers who've traveled through the suburbs and local town. One of whom is Mr. Coyote, a local construction worker whose cousins just so happened to come from out of town yesterday to visit him.
There is something fishy about this Mr. Coyote and his cousins. Quick! We need to get permission to check the traffic cameras in the area to see if they've picked up any signs of Coyote.
Got it! Here's a message from headquarters. They said Coyote drove his tractor past the pharmacy half an hour ago.
It's gotta be him. Let's ask headquarters to track the tractor Coyote is driving. It's time to show your driving skills, Dobie.
Hey now, no problem. Buckle up. Here we
Go!
Sheriff Labrador and Officer Doberman got in the car and drove through the streets of Forestville. They got a bead on Coyote's location and sped off to the countryside.
What? Coyote, you mean? All those bottles and boxes we took from the shelves of the pharmacy are filled with pills?
Obviously. What else could it be? Chocolate?
The hyenas and Coyote the coyote yelled back and forth at each other in his tractor.
Oh, man! Coyote, we just took a bunch of pills during the robbery. Yeah, we tried all kinds of pills. Oh, no. Are we gonna be okay?
You what? You swallowed pills?
Coyote bristled with anger. As he was getting ready to beat up the hyenas, Coyote heard the police sirens howling behind him.
Stop the tractor! Tractor ahead! Pull over now!
Oh, man! It's the police, Coyote! What should we do now?
Of course, we should keep trying to get away.
Coyote floored it, stepping hard on the accelerator pedal, and the tractor went faster and faster.
The police are never gonna catch up with me. I am the #1 tractor driver on our construction crew.
We're bouncing all over the place, Coyote. Ow, my tail is gonna numb.
As the tractor was on the verge of falling to pieces, one of the hyenas spoke to Coyote with his hands covering his tail.
There are only 2 cops on the car, Coyote, but there are more of us. That's right. We outnumber them. We can take them. We hyena brothers are good at fighting.
Yeah, that's right. Why didn't I think of that?
Coyote was suddenly filled with confidence.
Guys, now it's your time to shine. Rah! Go!
Coyote and the hyenas jumped out of the tractor and surrounded the approaching police car, squaring off with sticks and shovels in their hands. Things had escalated quickly. There were only 2 police officers. How could Sheriff Labrador and Officer Doberman deal with this horde of villains?
Sheriff Labrador, Officer Doberman. I bet you never thought you'd find yourselves in such a pickle. Yeah.
Coyote slapped the stick in his hand.
Hey now, you vile thieves! How dare you even think about assaulting the police? Lab, let me handle these hyenas. You go catch Coyote.
You got it, Dobie. They're all yours.
Sheriff Labrador and Officer Doberman stood back to back with batons in their hands, ready to strike.
Guys, on the count of 3, let's get 'em. 1, 2, 3!
As Coyote counted to 3, a series of farts rang in his ears.
Wait, Coyote, my tummy hurts.
What?
You guys go first. I'll be right back.
One of the hyenas ran to the grass by the road with his hands over his belly.
Perfect timing. Now, let's try that again. 1, 2...
Hold on, Coyote. I'm feeling dizzy.
One of the other hyenas then started spinning in circles.
Huh?
Then another began foaming at the mouth and crashed to the ground.
Something's wrong. What's going on?
When Coyote looked back, he saw that all the hyenas had crumpled to the ground, moaning in pain.
You guys! It must be because you took those pills by mistake!
Coyote, you're suspected of organizing a gang to rob a pharmacy. Now come to the police station with us!
Me?
Coyote glared at Sheriff Labrador maliciously and suddenly raised his stick.
I surrender! I'm innocent! I didn't tell them to rob the pharmacy. They got the wrong place!
Oh? So where were they supposed to break into?
I told these silly hyenas to rob the supermarket, but they... Oh, did I just spill the beans?
Coyote quickly put his hand over his mouth, but it was too late.
Now, you'd better come with us to the police station. As for the hyenas, call an ambulance, Dobie.
Hey now, roger that!